Hi everybody, welcome to Decode Australia. Today is Tuesday, November the 24th, and we're going to be starting with the USCAD analysis. But before we start, my name is Tamer.
And I'm Laura.
Okay, here we go.
So the US dollar slid down against the Canadian dollar on Tuesday, decreasing the price of the USDCAD pair to less than 1.3100, ahead of the release of the Canadian Gross Domestic Product Annualized news.
Now this pair is currently hovering around the 1.3051 level. Now if you look at the chart closely, we'll find the following support levels. As support 1 is a 1.3044, which is the immediate trendline support. Second support is the 1.3 even, the psychological number obviously. And finally the third support is the 1.2927, a major horizontal support.
On the upside, the price of the USDCAD might come across multiple resistance levels where it might become hard for the price to pass through them. Given below are some anticipated resistance level for reference. At resistance 1, we'll be facing 1.3113, which is the 23.6% Fibonacci level. At resistance 2, it will be 1.3123, which is the high of November 19th, 2020. At resistance 3, we'll be facing 1.3228, which is the key horizontal resistance level.
Now the news we need to keep an eye on is the Canadian Gross Domestic Product Annualized news, so it's the GDP Canadian. Statistics Canada anticipates releasing numbers concerning the CAD gross GDP annualized news on December the 1st, which is next Tuesday. According to economist consensus, the reading for Canada's GDP annualized news remained at negative 39.6% this quarter as compared to a reading of negative 38.7% in the previous quarter.
The Canadian GDP annualized stats reflects the total worth of products, including services and goods produced within Canada over the given period. The GDP is considered an important economic indicator since it reveals the overall health of the country's economy and its activity level. Generally speaking, rising numbers are seen as positive for the country's economic growth, but suggest a bearish trend for the USDCAD pair ahead and vice versa.
Okay, in conclusion, given the overall economic outlook of this pair over the last few days, selling this US CAD might yield some quick profits. Now let's move on to the Euro-Yen analysis.
Euro inched higher against the Japanese yen on Tuesday, increasing the price of the Euro-Yen pair to more than 123.00, ahead of the release of European Consumer Price Index news.
Okay, now this pair is currently trading around the 123.18 level. Once again, we're looking at the charts. We've come across the following resistance levels. At resistance 1 is the 124.09, which is a major horizontal resistance level. Second support is at 124.77, the upper trend line arm. And finally, the third resistance you'll find at 125.22, which is a confluence of a Fibonacci retracement and a trendline resistance.
On the downside, the pair might find some support near the listed price tags. These support levels might not only help the price to sustain around, but also prevent it from decreasing below the set spots. At support 1, we'll be facing 122.51, which is the low of September 21st, 2020. At support 2, we'll be facing 122.27, which is the 68.1% Fibonacci level. At support 3, it will be 121.99, which is the lower trendline arm.
Now the news we need to keep an eye on for this pair is the European Consumer Price Index news. So Eurostat anticipates releasing numbers for the European CPI news on December the 1st, which is also next Tuesday. According to economists' view, the stats for the Euro CPI news reached a reading of negative 0.3% in November this year, bearing no changes compared to the reading of negative 0.3% in the same month of the last year.
The Consumer Price Index numbers reflect the change in the price of products and services that occurred over time under consideration. The CPI is an effective way to gauge the expected inflation rates in the country. It also provides an idea concerning the purchasing trend that will follow in the coming days. Generally speaking, increasing numbers suggest a bullish market for the Euro-Yen pair ahead and vice versa.
Okay, in conclusion, considering the price movement of this pair over the past few days, selling the euro-yen around the current levels might be a sensible trading decision. But as always, trade with your head, not your heart. Only trade for what you can afford to lose, and always apply strict money and risk management techniques.
Please don't forget to follow us on our Facebook page, YouTube channel, and our Instagram. There's a lot for us to teach.
Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. Bye.